Hello everybody, this is the lecture video for database management course for week number 6. I am sharing with you the blackboard for week number 6. There's the objectives, the instructional material, and the assignments. The lesson plan is up there. If there's any modifications, I will post it up after the lecture presentation. At least there'll be two videos for this week. One is the this particular lecture video, as well as the ERD assignment video that I showed you how to do. Okay, let's take a quick look at the assignments. There are 4 assignments that are being assigned. The first one is the discussion. The topic of this week's material is the security. I'm sure everybody realizes that it's increasingly becoming important, and so I'd like you to read or watch any one of these 3 and just give a general response, whatever stood out for you. There is 2 questions from the textbook that I'd like you to answer. Define and how these 2 things are different. Authorization and authentication, they are associated, but they're not the same. So take a quick look at it and give a brief response. Second question is about the approaches to the securing DBMS on the web. If you look at the chapter 20, there's a lot of material on there, but I'm only concerned about section 5 of that chapter 20 about the web and DBMS. So and also, you don't have to give a very long, detailed response. Just give an outline of what strategies there are provided for you in that particular section. I'll mention a little bit more in the lesson plan. For the lab activities, there are 2 that I'm assigning. I'll come back and talk about that as well. And then for the last one, there's a entity relationship diagram that I'm assigning. So there's a separate video that I posted up for you to watch. The instructions on how to do that is in the listed under the instruction material here, instruction as right here. So let's go back to go to the lesson plan and take a look at a little bit more detail. So again, here's a little bit about the security for this topic, chapter 20 and in the textbook, and chapter 6 on your lab book. I mentioned to you about this discussion board, so take a look at that. Assignments, I mentioned to you here for the 2 questions, and particularly about this DBMS on the web. If you look at the PowerPoint slides, that's the slides number 36 to 39. And then in the textbook, it's the section 5 that starts on page 580. The exact page number may be a little bit different depending on your particular packaging of your book, but it's the chapter 20, section 5 only that I'm asking. For the lab activities, there are 2. There are 2 typos that are in the book. I think I mentioned this to you in the previous chapter as well, but it's the same one. So just pay attention to the typo and it should be pretty straightforward. In the activity 6-1, we are trying to manage the security by managing the SQL Server logins. So in this activity, you will learn to set the login passwords and the requirements for the passwords, such as how long they need to be, what kind of a special characters you want to require the user to set up, and those kinds of things. So I think you'll have fun with that and know why you are being asked in a particular way when you're logging into things. Take a look at the screenshot on page 207, figure 611, and attach that on your submission. Another way that you are going to manage the security is through the Object Explorer. And in this activity, you will learn to manage and control the access permission to the database, or particular to a table level, and what kind of access you are going to allow the user using the roles. in addition to the login, right? So this would be an important portion of the security management. And again, take a screenshot as shown on your lab book, page 22166-1. About the assignment for the ERD lab, let me see if I can bring that up to show you. So if you download this ERD, there is this assignment that I'm asking you to do. So again, I have posted a video for you to watch, so take a look at that in addition. But what this is about is a way for you to begin to design your database for your project. And there are many options out there in terms of software to design the entity relationship diagram, but I'm asking you to utilize what's called a Lucid chart program. You will need to log in or go to their website and log in or create a web account for a free account setup. And once you do it, you just need to create this particular 3 tables and the type of relationships that are posted here. And using the feature called the export, you are going to export this diagram by creating the translation of that ERD diagram into this script. And once you get the script from that ERD Lucid chart, you can try that out in the any online platform, such as the SQL fiddle.com. And there are many other ones you can try, but give it a try on the SQL.com. It's pretty popular and pretty decent. So go there and try that out and build a schema and make sure that it is working. There is not going to be a lot of things happening for you because there's no data. The only thing that you're going to get is the creation of the tables. But at least you know those steps and the process. You can also try it out on the SQL Server, which I am giving you some screenshots as well as in the video that I posted up for you. So again, you can see how it is creating the tables. But when you try actually on the SQL Fiddle, you need to select the kind of a database you're using. Make sure you use the SQL Server rather than some other ones. Otherwise, it might give you some issues. And when you get to it, you'll get this command. Make sure you see the database you created and the tables you created, and you just need to take a screenshot, something like this, and post it up. So hopefully that will be a very useful video for you, and make sure you watch it. And so let me just kind of recap. This is the week number 6 on the Blackboard. Objectives, instructional material, what's being posted. I'll update as soon as I'm done with this video. And there are assignments that I'm assigning. And I showed you both the lesson plan as well as the document for how to do the ERD diagram. Looking forward to receiving your assignment from this week, and have a wonderful week.